Hello there. This is the card of yesterday. This is a process I've started on my own. This is the second half of it. The other half of it, I kind of did this thing where I reached a point and I kind of laid them all out and read them in kind of a storyline way. So the reason it's not a full deck here either is because of that. I separated this because I will be doing the same once I reach the end of this last few 7 cards. This will be upright only. I do mix it with um, 3 other decks to kind of just enhance it. It's more for my intuition, so I'm not telling you this is the truth. But I'll also be doing kind of the reversal once I'm done. So it's 7 days. Anyway, um, let's see. This is getting. Oh, okay. I don't know what I was doing with the cards. The Nine of Cups. That's lovely. Following the King of Pentacles. Let me tap into that. What surrounds you is your desires, though not the final. For now, they are satisfying. Being here in the moment, embracing it as it is, knowing that there's more to come, but understanding that even if there isn't, you're happy where you are. Okay, that's all I got. Sometimes they're long ones, sometimes they're not. Let me balance it out with the subconscious of the day. The subconscious of the day. You know, the funny thing, as I edit these like later on, is that I actually get a lot more ways of speaking about it, and I notice things. Hanged Man, reversed. I notice things that I did not then, and I'm like, should I do a voiceover? But then, you know, if I get into the habit of doing that, the videos will never end. I'll just be like, wait, what if tomorrow is actually a day where I have even better things to say about this video? I should wait till then and post it then, and then tomorrow comes and then I do the same thing over and over. And it's not fun. And then I'm kind of doing a layout where you have 2 cards here and then 2 cards here, and they're kind of leading towards the subconscious. I don't know why I have that layout, but I started doing it and I accepted it. Let's see. This is a new beginning before an end of a cycle. That's how I kind of see 9. I don't know if I'll accept that. Didn't flip, but and then we have the High Priestess. Oh, 3 of Cups. I kind of love how it's kind of linking here, so let's push through. I tend to like to read 1 card at a time, but I am trying to do a painting today, so I am, if I'm not really able to, not able to sit here and do this as much. Tomorrow as well would be like that. Oh, Two of Cups. Okay. Oh, this is wrong. Sorry. I tend to do it with this. It's fine. Yeah, today my dream was actually a bit interesting. It was about two friends that I'm no longer friends with, um, kind of contacting me and finally wanting to understand what's going on and like being more open about it. Because I feel like we were nice about it, but it wasn't, they weren't acknowledging how things played out. And, ooh, okay. And I felt quite restricted, right? Um, okay. I don't usually accept three cards in the middle, but I will this time. Okay. I guess you weren't really meant to know about the dream. just we'll just take that as kind of connection with that. I like it to be a pyramid. This is not a pyramid. Ugh. Mm, okay. The way I kind of said that this is one before an end of a cycle, I I I guess the one would go in this direction, and the end of cycle is here. You've kind of have left, some clarity came to you about connections with others and like collaborations or celebrations, and you've realized that what you have now isn't quite what you could be satisfied with, and it's reached a point where you're outgrowing it, and staying there feels a bit restrictive, like you're just held in a place. Um, but the truth is that you can completely fly out and just move on and carry on growing. Uh, I mean, I could have done that where I could have just like kept focused on myself, and with time we would have we would have outgrown each other, because I was no longer kind of keeping myself stuck just so I can keep the friendship alive. Um, but I was getting a bit impatient with it, and I needed it to go. Yeah, I needed it to go. I couldn't wait. I was really trying to stand my ground in a place that was kind of um completely like misunderstanding me based on I don't even know what. I don't know what it is. I wasn't. These people kind of became a bit too non-confrontational. They'd rather like keep things within themselves, bubbling, than let it out. And it's like you do you, but I'm not gonna sit here and let you bubble it, bubble it, bubble it, and then explode on me. No, no, thank you. And then you're kind of realizing that these three of cups, these group of people that you're used to be connected with, or you're still connected with, but you're coming to the realization of how incompatible you are, how they don't really see, you don't see eye to eye. And it's not like you always have to agree with everything, but it's just reaching the point where they're not even seeing you as the person that you are. Or maybe they have an image of you from a past action that you did, and they've just kept that and clung to it, and that's just who you are to them now, and you can't really escape it anymore. But you're standing your ground, you're coming to that realization, and you are kind of directing yourself towards this fulfillment that you deserve. Um, the six of wands, I've started to be like, it could be like recognition from others, but I'm starting to see it as kind of recognition from within yourself, because you're really the only person that could completely understand you and um, see you from your perspective. Your like has been there since you were very young, is yourself. um, and you'll carry on being there for yourself because you love yourself, and you will not let others kind of push you off your right to stand your ground. You know, there's transformation to come. There's so much hope, and you have so much power that you're tapping into. And this is kind of like with the heart chakra, and no, not the heart, the sacral chakra, the power chakra, and the throat chakra as well, alongside the root. You know where your root is. Now, with the Hanged Man reversed, when the hangman is upright, he's kind of purposely putting himself in that position to see things from a different view, to have clarity, to reach that point. That maybe you have reached clarity, but you're still kind of hesitant about doing something about it. That's a weird way of saying that sentence. But yeah, you know, it's still kind of pulling you towards that, but you're not ready to make a move yet, or you have made a move in the conscious world, but you're still, your subconscious is still kind of sorting things out. Like the dreams I was having was very related to this, and kind of having these people come back in my dreams and be willing to hear me out and like let themselves be heard as well, and we can find a middle ground. But I wasn't really giving that in the conscious world, so I could only really work through it in my own kind of dreamland. um I really want to know where my other deck is. It's like an oracle. That's like believe in your own magic, but oh, there it is. I did not feel that yesterday. I was looking for it, and I wanted to end this. I think I'm ending this here. Um I don't really have much else to say other than your subconscious is dealing with the work, and if you haven't yet made an action regarding this clarity of like you've been standing your ground and you've been kind of stuck, and you're realizing that you're not really compatible with some people, and you know what it means to be compatible now, and the feeling that you want out of it, it's it'll be okay. Like I feel very bright right now as I'm speaking, even though it's not really like thinking of these people is not really bright at all anymore. I mean, I still love them. I just, I think that's just it. That's really it, nothing else. The issue is that a lot of these always link back to this situation. It's because it's a very recent situation, and my dreams are still kind of working with them a lot of like kind of the perceptions that they kind of had on me. It really, I'm I'm kind of a person who's very sensitive to the environments where it always makes me feel like I'm crazy when I can know people's perception without them like sharing it directly. And before, I used to very much internalize. I still internalize it a lot, where I can't tell what's my energy and what's others. So the way they've kind of perceived me has created a lot of doubts within myself of who I am as a person, and such. such things, but um my the hanged man is you kind of maybe working through that in your subconscious of separating what's yours and what isn't, and it's it's something that you'll let go over time, um, and you will reach that clarity if you haven't yet. If these people are not good for me, we're not good for each other. Doesn't mean you guys are bad people, you know, either party, but just not meant to be together. Is okay. Something to keep in your heart to connect with this energy better. I only take upright with this oracle as well. Something to keep in your energy as you tap into this. Oh. Don't doubt your worth. I am always enough. Oh, this is giving me chills. Oh, my body likes that. Yeah. Don't let other people's perception of you and misunderstandings and, you know, sometimes even these people might have like already have formed an assumption of you, who you are as a person. And then when they kind of engage with you, they're purposefully misunderstanding you to add to that narrative. Um, like I with one of these people, I used to like say things and they would get so angry with me, and I'm like, I obviously didn't mean it in that way. What do you like? I started doubting like if I'm really good at that communicating, and I'm not the best communicator, obviously, but I really work so hard on making sure that I'm understood because I've always, this is a very common pattern for me where people kind of choose to misunderstand me regardless of how I word myself, whether I say too much or too little or nothing. They just will always find a way to misunderstand me. And I was getting so much with this person that I was like, am I am I an asshole? Like, there's no way that I said it in that way. Um, but then I just realized actually this person just wants to misunderstand me in this way. This person just, it's like, okay, buddy. Anyway, don't let that get in the way, okay? Leave those people if you can. Otherwise, keep your distance from them. It's not fair to put yourself through perceptions of that. Like, it just it doesn't work at all. Like, it won't help you if you're like me, where you feel like, you know, there's a possibility that you could be a very bad person and you're not really aware of it. So you're like, I need to hear people out when they point these things out. Like maybe they're right and I'm wrong, and like I need to make sure. But it's like, no, even if they were right and you are a horrible asshole, you being in an energy where they treat you like one and they make you feel like one is not gonna help. It's just gonna have shame and guilt built into you, and shame and guilt never takes you anywhere other than it leaks out and it hurts you and others. And I know that I, from personal experience, not not exactly like being around people who think I'm an asshole, but just um like just I kind of grew up in an environment that um sorry, I just saw a cut and it reminded me of a situation. Anyway, Okay, maybe they took that point out of my head because I wasn't meant to share that much. Anyway, let's see. There will always be someone in your life who doubts the amazing things you're capable of. It is then that you must decide to be your biggest companion. Believe wholeheartedly in your own worth, regardless of outside opinion. Feed yourself a steady diet that speaks to self love, self kindness, and self confidence. You truly deserve that. And you deserve so much more. And I know it's really hard because I struggle with being able to care for myself because of like physical abilities and mental health issues. But I kind of try my best to like wash my face at like the end of the night, and I kind of speak to myself and I say you're worthy as you are. You're worthy on my hard days, you're worthy on my good days, you're worthy when I'm struggling to care for you, you're worthy all the times. And my goal here is to show you this with actions. And over time, these actions will be more and more consistent. And I hope you'll be patient enough to see that because you deserve to feel it. Yeah, I'll leave that there. Thank you very much if you're tuning in. Otherwise, there's no really otherwise. I hope you have a good day if you haven't or if you have. Bye.